All right, guys, so progress. We drilled a little hole, 2 holes, and then jigsawed in between them. And so that's underneath, okay. And I brought it out just a little bit because I can always use spacers where it's at and space it out. But if I go ahead and tighten it on in, what it does, it actually clocks the L this way, which raises this up in case it's not at level. The one thing I fucked up was I normally put my these kind of boards curved upward when they're in this kind of position. I fucked up and I oriented this one in the curved downward position. But anyhow, I thought about taking it all the way in, and I want to kind of experiment with this first. I was sitting it up here to make the cutout right here to go ahead and set it all the way in against the wall. I can always put another board back here and connect it with, some little metal beams or whatever to connect it. But the point is, I'm toying with this idea. So leaving it right there as far as I feel like I have enough room with the door in the back to get things in and out. And it'd be nice to be able to utilize all this space. It's nice to have a little bit of overhang, because what I'll do is I'll put a little, lip there to hold the file cabinet in place. So let's go to the back side and check it out. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just make videos like this when I feel like I'm at a good stopping point. So, by the time you put the flap, where the flap comes down, to around in here, okay, so that's that. And then that folds back up, folds down. Okay. So you got your flap. That flap's going to come out to about here. That leaves about a 1.5 foot gap between the two flaps. Okay, between this flap over here and here. You could always set something flat between the two gaps. You could fasten it to between the two rings. So I might make just like a lightweight piece of some sort that fastens, that hooks to these rings, and I'll hook to the other hypothetical rings that are over here. And then you'd have a complete flat spot, okay? Now to get these completely flat, which I realize they're not, I'd have to add longer rope. I just didn't orient it like that because I had the bed here and I just don't want to bump my head on this while I'm, working on everything. But when this is all said and done, I've got a bunch of this cable, whatever it's called, nylon. I can do that. So anyhow, I think I'm liking this. The question is, do I want to stick with this, or do I want to take it in another? How many inches is that? About that much. I want to take it in that much. You'd still have the overhang if you took it in that much. I'm just debating how many tall things I'm going to need to really slide in here, because that's the only problem. Because once you put the hinges on, see, the way I do it, the hinges actually stick out a little bit, So once I put those hinges on there, it's going to kind of be sticking out a little bit. But the nice thing is, the file cabinet actually acts as a support. And again, the file cabinet is being supported by straight up and down forces on these, that bolt right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up adding more rib nuts there and there for more support. So there will be at least 3 rib nuts there. And then what I'll probably end up doing too is adding yet another L, just a top side L that comes up to this bottom board on the next spot over there. So I have another L actually, so I'm probably just going to use that. And then the question is, do we need to round this off anyhow? Round this off a little bit here. Okay. So I'm just debating if I want to put the other 3 holes at this spot, or if I want to move it on back, because I figured out if I put 1 extra hole in the board, it's not a big deal. But now it's time to kind of look everything over, see how it works, and go from there. So that's the update. I guess you'll know what I do here in the next video. See ya.